When was the last time you laughed out loud at a truly great comedy movie? If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. It's a question that's been buzzing around the comedy world, from stand-up clubs to top podcasts. Even the Joe Rogan Experience recently dedicated an entire episode to this comedic drought. Comedian and sitcom creator Steve Byrne has a theory. And he's not holding back. Byrne, best known for his hit show Sullivan and Son and viral social media clips, recently wrapped up a 5-show run at Joe Rogan's comedy mothership during the South by Southwest festival. But between the laughs, he shared some sharp words about the state of comedy in Hollywood. Hollywood could do a better job allowing comedians to be funny, Byrne told Fox News Digital. I worry that my kids are growing up without those iconic jokes and scenes that we all grew up with. Hollywood isn't making comedies. They're not taking chances. And he may have a point. Think about the last wave of truly outrageous, R-rated comedies. Films like Bridesmaids, Superbad, The Hangover, and Wedding Crashers ruled the box office. But here's the kicker, the most recent of these, Bridesmaids, came out in 2011. That was 14 years ago. So, what happened? According to Byrne, Hollywood's cautious approach has left a void. And stand-up comedians are stepping in to fill it. Why comedy clubs are booming. While Hollywood hesitates, live comedy is having a moment. And the numbers back it up. According to Pollstar, revenue from stand-up shows has doubled between 2022 and 2024. The top 25 comedians alone raked in a staggering $582.7 million last year. Byrne believes this boom isn't a coincidence. Comedians were never selling out arenas like this, he said. People are turning to stand-up because Hollywood isn't giving them their comedy fix. And he has a message for the bigwigs in Tinseltown: loosen the reins. Byrne argues that if Hollywood let today's top comedians have creative freedom, the laughs would follow. Look at what Bill Burr and Shane Gillis are doing, he said. There's a blueprint. The audience is there. Let them go for it. Taking matters into his own hands. Frustrated with the industry's reluctance, Byrne decided to take action. He's writing and directing his own comedy films. And while he's keeping details under wraps, he hinted that a major name, someone who may or may not have starred on The Office, is involved in his latest project. Byrne's can-do attitude isn't surprising. He's spent over 2 decades honing his craft, starting with grueling nights at New York City's legendary Comedy Cellar. Now, he's branching out, proving that comedy is alive and well, if you know where to look. Why audiences are turning to podcasts. Another reason for the comedy shift? People are craving unfiltered, no-holds-barred humor. Byrne points to the success of podcasts like Your Mom's House and the Joe Rogan Experience. In his view, these platforms offer something mainstream media doesn't: genuine, unfiltered voices. Traditional outlets mostly support people who play by their rules, Byrne said. If you want raw, honest comedy, you have to look elsewhere. Even Rogan himself chimed in on the issue, asking a simple but pointed question: do woke people make comedy? According to Byrne, the answer seems to be no. The comedian's keeping comedy alive. So, who still makes Byrne laugh? He has a few favorites. Bryan Callen tops his list for his sharp mind and natural talent. He also admires Sebastian Maniscalco for his hilarious disdain for humanity. And, of course, there's Bill Burr, known for his unapologetic rants and no-filter approach. But the funniest person Byrne knows? That title goes to his close friend and Sullivan and Son producer, Vince Vaughn. He's not a stand-up comedian, but he could walk on stage tonight and crush it, Byrne said. I've been doing this for 25 years, and he's still the funniest guy I've ever met. The future of comedy is unwritten. Despite his frustrations with Hollywood, Byrne remains optimistic. He's living proof that comedy is evolving, just not in the ways you might expect. Whether it's on stage, on podcasts, or through independent films, comedians like Byrne are keeping the spirit of comedy alive. Being a stand-up is the greatest job in the world, he said. There's nothing better than making a room full of strangers laugh. And as long as there are comedians willing to push boundaries, those big, belly-aching laughs won't be going away anytime soon.